when people associate things that a church does, good or bad, as the character of God, it's like, we're fallible humans. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to be, we still sin. So there are people that don't want to go to church because they don't want to follow God, even because of what they see humans do. So as a pastor, somebody that works in the church, I'd love to get your take on that in terms of like encouraging people that, like, we're worshiping a God, not the people that are on the stage that are fallible human beings.
Yeah, man. And that is valid. And I don't want to discount that for a minute because I know that
Mhm.
church hurt is real.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for that. Like as a
Yeah.
just a representative of the church, I want to say that is awful. And I hate whatever it is that you endured. Um, but it happens. We are fallen, sinful human beings. We're not perfect communicators. There's ways that we are going to disappoint each other. And so I think, there's a few things there. Like for one, as church members, as Christians, we have to fight our natural proclivity to put people on a pedestal.
Mhm.
We do that with politicians, with, artists, with, music artists, whatever. Athletes, we do that. We put people on a pedestal. And then I think we form those people in our own image. And so we think like, oh, I love them so much. Of course they think this, that, or the other. And we don't, we put them in a box. And then when they dare to be themselves and come out of the box, or when they are a sinner or whatever happens, then we're so disappointed and then we cancel them, right? Cancel
Yeah.
culture is everywhere. So I just think part of it is that we live in an age that wants to put people on pedestals, wants to put people in corners, wants to divide everybody up into these neat categories. Oh, she's this, he's that. And we just need to fight that urge, first of all, and let humans be humans, let people be people. And so, yeah, for one, don't put them on the pedestal, give people grace and freedom, and get to know who they are. And then I think, too, those of us inside the church, we have to realize that there are very, very few primary issues, and we need to be willing to partner together for the gospel. Like the gospel is greater. The
Mhm.
gospel is greater than what you think about politics or what you think about current events. The gospel is greater, and you could have extremely different views about something that you feel very strongly about. And yet the blood of Christ unites us from both sides of that aisle, whatever it is. And so I think in the church, we have to go first and show what it looks like to be a diverse community that is willing to make these issues the secondary and tertiary issues that they are, and to put the love of Jesus first and foremost. And so, and the world will see that. They might not, look in our church windows and peek and see the love on a Sunday morning, but they're going to see the overflow of that in life as you just keep oozing grace and mercy and love and compassion, but not at the expense of truth. Couched in those relationships that are built on love and grace, you're able to inject what is true about God and humans. And so I think in the church, we have to do better than a bumper sticker, or you have to do better
Yeah.
than a label. We have to sacrificially welcome people in who are different into our lives, into our living room. And I'm talking like, pursuing foster care in your community, pursuing adoption, pursuing, the AA group in your community, meeting in your church or whatever, like going to places where people are hurting and literally be willing to stain the carpet in your church or to break the things in your house because you have opened yourself up to a population that's not coming in unless you go to them first.
Yeah.
So I think, for the listener who's been hurt, I am sorry. That stinks. And it's going to happen again, probably in some way, shape, or form, because humans are like that. But also then to the church, let's do as far as it depends on us. May we love like Jesus and lay our very lives down so that we might reconcile others to the Lord and to our faith family.